in shock right now how beautiful it is. Obviously, we're gonna have to tamp this down. Okay, I might be exaggerating a little bit when I say this, but today is gonna be one of my favorite days ever. Many people who have watched my channel over the year know that I am a big coffee fan. I love coffee so much. I have loved it for years of my life, and now that I'm saying this, I kind of sound a little bit addicted, which I kind of am a little bit addicted. But I genuinely love the taste of coffee. It's something I look forward to every day. It's just kind of my pocket of happiness every day. So over the past few years, I have had a Nespresso machine, which has done me a lot of good service. I have used that thing in and out. I have the Nespresso Evoluo machine, and it is fantastic if you just want that super quick cup of coffee. You just pop the pot in and you're done. But over the years, I've also been visiting local coffee shops, and that is where my perspective of coffee changed everything for me. Not only is the coffee going to just taste better, you're going to see the baristas really work their barista craft. So after the years of using my Nespresso machine, it was time for me to make a change. After a lot of research, I finally found the machine that fits my needs, and that espresso machine is the Breville Bambino Plus. Like I said, with Breville machines, there are a lot of different machines with different price ranges, and this one is right in the middle. This machine, as you'll see, does not come with a grinder, so you will have to purchase that separately. But with that being said, I am so excited. I am gonna go ahead and unbox my Breville machine and the grinder. Okay, so here it is. We have the Breville Bambino Plus. I decided to get it in the sea salt color. Can't wait to see the color. I've not been able to see it in person, but I saw it online, and it's just beautiful. Now you can also get the stainless steel like how it is on the packaging, and there's also other colors as well. So whatever you want to fit your aesthetics, but for me, that is the sea salt. And then I also got the Smart Grinder Pro in the sea salt color as well. So here it is. Here is the unboxing. Okay, we have some accessories here on the top. First, we have a basket for the portafilter. This one is a dual wall basket. If you're planning on buying pre-grounded beans, you can definitely do so and use this basket. It'll work perfectly for that. We also have the Breville razors. Wow, it comes in a nice package. Essentially what this razor does is it helps even the espresso grounds in your tamp. So what you would do is twist it around like that, and it would help even it out. That way you have an even tamp for your espresso shot, which will significantly help it taste better. Please do not come for me because I am a beginner at this. I'm not an expert yet, okay? But that is what I understand that this thing does. Okay, we also have the tamper. One is just the regular one that it comes with. This is where you would go ahead and apply the pressure to make your coffee grounds more compact. Did go ahead and get a separate tamper aside from this one because after doing research, I know a lot of coffee experts say that you want one that's gonna guarantee evenly tamp your coffee grounds each time. I found one from the brand Nomcore, I believe. I got it on Amazon. I'll show you that one, but it should do a better job than this generic one. This one should work. Like, it definitely will work for you. This one might have a little bit of a harder time getting that guaranteed, even, flat tamp each time, but it does come with one, which is important. Then we have the portafilter. This is what it looks like. It has a plastic handle and it has the two spouts on the bottom. A lot of coffee experts say that you might have a bottomless portafilter over a dual one like this one. This one actually I believe will be easier for somebody like me who's a complete beginner. I think essentially what this one does is it just helps get a more even extraction of espresso shot, even if I don't make it even in the tamp. So essentially this is probably better for beginners like myself. See, these are all the things if you're looking into getting an espresso machine. There's all these factors of like upgrading items and different items that can make your whole coffee process better. And oh, she's heavy. I'm gonna need 2 hands. Oh wow, this is stunning. This is my first time seeing it in person, so I'm like, wow, this is definitely the kind of color aesthetic I was going for. This sea salt color is exclusively from Williams-Sonoma, so you can only order it from Williams-Sonoma. I know Crate & Barrel also has a similar color, but it's a little more of like a brown neutral one. I think it's called Almond Nugget or something, but this is like a pure white. It is gorgeous. I love the size of the machine. We have our single shot of espresso, double shot. This is the button for the milk frother. 2 buttons right here. are for the temperature of the milk and how frothy you want the milk to be. It comes with a frothing pitcher, which is actually like a really nice one. It goes right there. And it also comes with a descaler packet and these cleaning tablets. All right, now I'm gonna unbox the Breville Smart Grinder Pro. That is gorgeous. Also comes with a storage container for the beans that you grind. So apparently you can store your beans in this container. I believe Breville doesn't recommend it because I don't think it's fully airtight and vacuum sealed. You can if you like. It'll essentially just make your flow easier in the morning. Depending on your size of funnel and your portafilter, you have two different options for that as well, which is awesome. It comes with a little Breville brush to clean up all the little espresso grounds that go everywhere. So I went ahead and picked up some local beans at my coffee shop. Now everybody says that with this machine, if you get fresh beans, it's going to taste significantly better. I went ahead and got some whole beans. These ones are a house blend. They're medium roast, so it's just your traditional medium roast blend. And we are going to do 18 grams of the espresso beans. And with the grind size, I'm about to play with it. I have no idea like what grind size to do. All I know is that a lot of baristas have told me to do a finer grind size. So we're probably gonna go all the way to the right end here and go super fine, probably like somewhere between a 5 to an 8 size. But again, I'm not an expert. I have no idea. And that's just something you have to play around with espresso machines. We're gonna go ahead and measure 18 grams of beans, 15, 17. Okay, perfect. That is 18 grams. This one girl, she does a lot of coffee stuff and she actually has the same setup. She did a super fine grind size, so I'm gonna try 5 for the grind size. We're doing a double shot, so 2 shots here. And then right here is the grind time, and she said about the 20-second range, so I'm just gonna try 20 seconds. So we will see how this turns out, but let's go ahead and put our beans in the top. Right, there we go. So that is my first grinding session. Obviously we're gonna have to tamp this down and make it all even, so let's do that right now. Okay, so I don't have a tamping mat yet. I still have to order one on Amazon, but for now you could just use a dishcloth as long as you have it nice and even and it's on the edge of your counter so that your portafilter is leveled. First we're gonna go ahead and use the distributor tool, aka the hair comb. It just kind of helps break up the grounds a little bit. It's super fine. When I touch it, it's like touching air. Take your time, just very gentle. You don't want to have all the grounds going everywhere like I kind of did at first. So now you're going to tamp it, and I'm going to take my tamper. I'm using this one, which has that leveling push. I have no idea how this is going to turn out because for all I know, I could have done it uneven. There could be not enough coffee grounds in there. There could be too much. I have absolutely no idea. But I will say, I think that tamper that I got, the extra one that presses down with the stamp, really did help it. But again, this could come out horribly. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and do another water cycle. This way it'll get the machine nice and hot for my espresso. I'm gonna put this glass down just so we could see what the shot looks like and how it's extracting, if it's giving enough crema and all that. I feel like using a glass cup will definitely help you see the shot better. Here's where you have to do a little taste testing to see what you think of your shot. I would typically never drink espresso the way it is here, but I just am so curious to see what it tastes like, so let's see. Ooh, that is strong. Has a little bit of an acidic sour taste, but that could be the beans. But that could also just be me not being used to tasting espresso how it is like this. But for my first shot, it's pretty good. So now we're going to froth the milk and make a little latte. Some oat milk from Trader Joe's. I'm going to do the second level for each one. So second level froth, second level hot. The thing about this machine is that it has an automatic frother. So for someone like me who has no idea how to froth milk, so out of convenience, you can just go ahead and put it on this sensor. Dang, that really frothed the milk. Oh my goodness, not me thinking I can do that. Okay, well, no latte art. There's the foam. All right, there's my very first latte, and we are gonna give it a taste test. It actually looks really delicious and frothy. For the taste test, I wanted to try this latte with no syrups, nothing added, just so I can really taste the espresso and the milk. So we are gonna give it a first try. Oh, yum. Wow, that is incredible. It tastes so fresh. The machine did an amazing job at doing the auto froth without me having to manually do it. It really has that foaminess when you're sipping it, and it has the bubbles, and it's just delicious. For my very first attempt on trying this, not knowing anything, not knowing how to even use an espresso machine at all, I would say it's pretty straightforward. It's something you definitely have to get the hang of, but I'm sure over time, every day once you use it, you'll be more quick with your method and it'll just come a lot more easy. But this is amazing for my very first attempt at making a latte with no experience. And I do think that as someone like myself, that this machine is really worth it if you want to just kind of jump into the world of espresso and you don't want the headache of like a really complicated espresso machine. I really enjoyed the grinder as well. I think it did a great job at grinding the beans. It's also pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. You just have to play around with the grind time and the grind size. Looking at the extraction of the shot underneath, it looked like it made a good shot to me. I could be wrong, but also with this video, if you are an expert with coffee, if you really know how to use espresso machines, feel free to give me some tips and tricks on how to pull a better shot, how to make better espresso in general. But this honestly is so delicious. It's fresh, it's foamy. This is everything I would want and more for a latte. So I'm very, very impressed. So cheers to some fresh espresso. Good morning. Let's make a latte. There's my attempt on making a heart. I was so close, but then it kind of made like even a rosette in a way. It started to do that wiggle motion, but then it just kind of lost control and then kind of made a blob, and then it just went straight down the middle. So anyways, made a vanilla bean latte with whole milk this time. So cheers to some morning coffee. Now that I'm tasting it, I think I know one thing that's wrong. Milk is not frothy enough for me, so I think what I should have done is put it up one more notch. That's good. It just needed to have more frothiness to the milk. I really do like the taste of the vanilla bean paste from Trader Joe's. It is delicious. For now, this concludes my unboxing, review, and setup of my Breville Bambino Plus and the grinder. I think this makes a perfect minimalist setup for a coffee station. It really has everything you need, from frothing milk to pulling great shots. If you're just someone who is ready to make that fresh espresso every morning, this is just the perfect setup for you. I honestly cannot wait to accessorize this area, and I'm thinking to maybe put some like floating shelves right here with some mug decor and some plants, and a little mini lamp in the corner would make it more cozy. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video on my minimalist dream coffee setup. Comment below if you have done latte art before. How long did it take you to master the latte art? Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon in the next video. Bye!